Bishop, good to see you again. A tough
here.
week here in the United States. Mass shooting in San Bernardino. But I want to start with getting your reaction to the Daily News headline. It says, God isn't going to fix this. How do you react when you see something like that?
Well, no, we have to fix it. It's human error, human thinking that makes it imperative that we misinterpret our Constitution. The right to bear arms means that anybody seems to be able to have a gun. And that's where we've got to curtail the access to weapons, where people who are unstable, people who don't have a reason to have a gun, shouldn't have a gun. It's a very difficult issue because, they say there's half of the population of the United States has a gun. That's a lot of guns. Could be up to 2 million guns. I don't know why anybody needs an assault rifle. They want to go hunting. You don't shoot a whole deer at one time. So there is a respect for the right to bear arms, which was in the Constitution, but which was clearly for the protection of the people against the invasion. But they were shooting one bullet at a time in those days. And at the same time now, we have to recognize that the protection and safety of people is important. How we come about this is a complicated thing because there's mental health issues clearly that are in play, and many of the other assassinations, assaults, terrorism, which is a whole different thing where people are from the don't believe in our system of democracy, want to destroy it. So there's lots of pieces to this complicated puzzle, and I don't think anybody's put it all together yet.
You think this is more of a gun control problem, or you think it's more of a jihad problem?
Well, it's both. Again, there's some of these other assaults. The one on the clinic in Denver was a man who was deranged. What a cause that he misunderstood. So again, it is a little bit of everything. There's a lot of components to the issue of violence. America is a violent place. Let's face it. Look at the muggings that happen. You got to go from the levels of violence. Just the other night, this 83-year-old man coming home from church last Sunday night was mugged by 2 teenagers. You're going to pray an 83-year-old man for his change purse. Violence. What's in the mind here? Is it what we're looking at on TV? What causes violence in our society? Other societies don't have this violence that's embedded into it. And maybe we looked at too many cowboy movies in the past. That was the history of the past. But now you have all these other things on TV, and it's just incredible. It's just violence that somehow seeps in to the psyche of our people.
Well, how are we supposed to react to this then? We walk around Manhattan now, and it looks like an armed camp. You have military assault rifles with the police, and people seem to be on edge, although we seem to be going about our business as usual here. But how do we go about our daily life with keeping this in the background, that this is a possibility that could happen anywhere?
Well, it is, and it's not that we're supposed to be afraid of life. We have to know how we can live our life in peace personally, and that personal peace does affect the environment. Our own understanding and trying to figure this out, try politically to see how we can move things along. So again, it's a debatable issue. As I said, I don't think there's anybody has the solution. There's no easy solution. It's a complex situation, but we need to start taking it seriously that the violence of it, they really should, the violence of our society has to be toned down.
You're very interested in the field of immigration. One of the reactions to this is that people are saying, well, look, we've got to keep immigrants out of here. We can't be taking in all of these Syrian refugees that want to come here right now.
Well, again, it's a reaction saying that maybe certain groups seem to be more vulnerable or more aggressive. It's not yet to be proven that, all of this is coming from immigrants. It's our own homegrown terrorists that seem to be also perpetrating some of these crimes. So again, I learned in logic, you don't generalize. You have to go from the general to the specific. So if you generalize, you're in the wrong box there. It doesn't work. You can't just blanketly make statements. You've got to look at the situation concretely.
Are you confident that our government can vet all of the people who want to come here at this
Well,
point?
the vetting thing is not as complicated as people make it. Talking to the resettlement agencies that I know, I've been involved in this for many years in the past. The location of where the Syrians especially are coming from and the class that they belong to, the ones who have escaped, are rather easy to identify. What was your work? Did you have a factory? Did you have a job? What was it? It's not complicated. You know, terrorists are not going to take the circuitous route to the United States anyhow to become terrorists here by going through 2 years of screening. Could it happen? Anything could happen, but it's not likely that that's the route that terrorists are going to take. So again, we've got to understand the facts, and we can hype everything, can be hyped when you don't understand the facts.
Bishop, thanks for your insights on
welcome.
this, and I'm sure we'll return to the subject in the future weeks. Thanks for being with us today.
Okay.